Does your chest feel tight or you're having a difficult time taking a deep breath? I want to share with you why a very common stretch can actually be beneficial to not just open your chest and stretch your shoulder muscles, but also provide you a better breathing mechanic. You may have heard of the doorway stretch. Hands on the door frame and leaning through, opening this chest region. Now, when it comes to the breath, you actually can apply this to every movement and focus on the diaphragm breathing. Diaphragm breathing allows your rib cage to expand. So if I get behind this door frame, we're gonna go over different ways to feel this. Being able to put ourselves through the door frame, we want to start with 90-degree angles, keeping our hands flat. You want to try to balance your shoulders out as much as possible. So sometimes it's easier looking through the camera. I can't see exactly where mine are, but we're going to go for it, right? So you want to be behind the door frame before you start. Then we're going to lean through the door frame, keeping the chest tall and the head up. We want to breathe in through the nose and fill up the belly, really focusing a smooth breath to expand the rib cage. And a full exhale. Now, when you do these exhales, you can feel your core engage. The next position is going to go into a Y, or at least just having your arms up a little bit higher. You're going to lean through this position and do the same thing. Breathing in, you should feel the belly expand and the ribs expand. You can even take an extra breath here. Feel that motion in the chest and exhale. Now you should feel the core tighten. As the core tightens, you can actually focus more on your exhale. See, I got a little shake here. That's actually a good sign, right? You're opening this whole region, but when you add the breath, you're getting more oxygen to all of the tissues, and you're also allowing your ribs to expand more using your diaphragm. Another position here is into the W. So we're gonna go into a W position and you're gonna lean through here. Same thing, we're gonna do our breaths. Get that full expansion. Good exhale. You know you're doing this right when you feel this tightness in the rib cage and you're not just experiencing a stretch in the chest, but you're getting some motion and even a tightness through the mid back. Now, I'm gonna go over a couple other tips. We don't want to lean into the door frame where our hips tilt forward, right? Once we're doing this, a lot of times I hear people complain of low back being affected. This isn't to stretch the low back. So if you're feeling that, you want to keep that in mind. One way that I use to combat this issue is we can also take a step through here. So if the 2 feet together doesn't feel comfortable or you're getting some kind of low back pain when you push through, then what you'll do is you'll step forward, kind of like you're going into a lunge position, but you should feel that same stretch opening up your chest and then breathing here. Nice soothing breaths. You're either going to breathe in and out through the nose or in through the nose, out through the mouth. And you can do that for every position. Again, step through, breathe. And the more you do this, you should feel like you can get a deeper breath. You might even feel your stomach being tugged on, right? And the reason that is your diaphragm is this dome-like muscle that actually has a hole called the hiatus where the esophagus turns into the stomach. If you see this, you're actually going to be able to feel the diaphragm pulls down as you breathe in, and it gets a chance to pull your stomach down as you breathe, which is almost like a massage to your esophagus and a structure known as your vagus nerve, which we'll talk about more. Actually, a great picture here that I like to show is that we have this thin dome-like muscle right here. The heart and lungs have been removed, and we're talking about the stomach. So this muscle actually comes down as you breathe in, and that's a good way to see what we're discussing when it comes to diaphragm breathing. I hope this gives you some insight in being able to open up, stretch your chest and posture muscles. This actually provides so much more and is one of the best ways to get your breathing to unlock and release a little bit of tension that your shoulders and posture muscles might be holding. So utilize this, let me know what you think, and I hope you have a breathtaking day.